welcome back, guys, gals, and NB pals, to episode 2 of Anno and Chill with Anno 1602. Episode 1 was the one where we spent about half an hour building up the settlement of Abemsberg with the 54 inhabitants you see on screen right now in these little houses. We built the warehouse here, we built the fisher's hut, we built the forester's hut, this marketplace, a couple of houses around it, the chapel, and of course the sheep farm and the weaver's hut to supply their first initial demands, which then led them to advance to settlers. And that also leads us to the agenda for today, which is, for one thing, to set up the bricks production, because we can now do that using our quarry and a stonemason's hut, and a marketplace is somewhere in the vicinity, because this will reach, but the logistics is not exactly in our favor. Following that, we should be hoping for this iron deposit so that we hopefully have enough settlers to set up an iron mine, an ore smelter, and a tool maker. Following that, there is 3 new demands that need meeting, which is the demand for liquor, for tobacco products, and for spices. If we can meet all of those today, I would be very happy, but also we need to take a look at our balance sheet. If that is indeed still in the green after we set all these up, I will be very happy, but I realistically don't see a chance of that happening. So we need to keep an eye on that, but first we need to set up the quarry over here. Probably the best place to do that. And it's going to take a while because it takes 150 gold pieces. So I will see you in a minute once we do meet those criteria. Right, there's one thing that we're missing. We have enough money now, but we don't have enough tools in the warehouse. We can change that pretty quickly. So now the quarry is set up. And we're still in the green. The balance sheet is plus 44 because we have advanced the settlement even further. There's now 64 settlers and a new demand has popped up. The one for a tavern, which is on the menu, on the agenda for next episode. And in case you're wondering, yes, I am using a spreadsheet to keep track of all the things we need to do. Amongst which is also building this road. Yeah. Just needed to check where the sheep farm's influence radius ends, so we can set that up pretty well. To connect that over here. Building this road actually serves only one purpose, and that's to determine the location for the next marketplace to unlock the area over here across the mountains, and also this iron mine. Our food supply is looking good as well. So is cloth. I do have a suspicion that this one fisher's hut might not be enough for long. We might have to do something about that pretty quickly, build a second one, maybe even a third one, and see what other farms become available to us. I mean, the cattle farm is already there, we could do that, but let's just keep an eye on that for now, and then do something about it once the need actually arises. Right. So, stonemason, only, I say, costs 100 gold pieces, so let's build that first. And then the marketplace later. Balance sheet is looking good though, plus 55, so that's nice. Getting that money together should not take too long, and we still have a bit of wood and lots of tools on display here. There's 100 gold pieces for a stonemason. Will that actually be... Yeah, that's covered by the by the main warehouse, so there will be carts going all the way across this road to the stonemason. That's inefficient as hell. Oh, and we still need access to this mountain, so a marketplace is the next step on the agenda. But as you can see, that already takes 200 gold pieces. So that's the next step. Wait for the 200. And there we are. Marketplace built. Abemsberg is ever growing. And I think we now might be running into a bit of a problem. Because we have 78 settlers and no more pioneer houses, and we still haven't unlocked the iron mine. So we might have to expand this settlement substantially. That's 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With those two, 15 houses. Yeah, that won't be enough, I think. If anything, it's going to take us to 100 settlers. I don't think 100 will be enough to unlock the iron mine, but I'm not sure. Since we're on the subject, let's build a second fisher's hut right away. Yeah, because our food supply is already... It was maxed out before. Now because we built the second marketplace, it's not maxed out anymore, but it's also not growing anymore, which is concerning.
Your city grows and thrives.
And with that we just exceeded the 100 inhabitants. Not 100 settlers yet. That's only 78. But the fisher's hut will be a nice addition to that. There we go. That should help nicely. Yeah, it's been going slightly down, so the second fisher's hut is actually needed in that whole attempt to not starve to death. I mean, we could also already start producing wine, sugar, cane, or other liquor, spices and tobacco. Spices, actually, no, we can't produce spices here because we do lack the fertility for that. We could actually get started on liquor and tobacco, but I do want to get the production for tools underway first. So if we look at that, oh, we can't check out the buildings beforehand. I think they, either the ore smelter or the tool maker itself needs more wood. So it might be a good idea to build another forester's hut. We're still well off balance-wise. 91 settlers, so that's going along nicely. How's our food doing? Kind of stabilized. Mine is going up and up and up and up. How many do we need? We've got 97, 98 settlers. 99.
Your people need a school.
And a school. For 100. So did that also unlock? No, it didn't. It did unlock the school. That's on the agenda for next episode then. How many do we need for... I don't think it was 110. It might have been 120 settlers for the ore mine. So that's 114. Check again on the food. Oh, okay, it's slightly growing again. Pretty much stable at just below 40 tons in storage. It's 116. 117. Yeah, it must be 120 then. Let's check. Let's check for 120. And there we go, that's the iron mine. It takes 1,000 gold pieces, okay. That's more than I thought it would cost. How about those two? For a smelter. Only 225 maintenance, that's affordable. And the tool maker, 150 gold pieces for 25 maintenance. Let's go for that too. And our balance sheet is still looking good, plus 57. And now everyone in our settlement is a settler. It's going to go up slightly, 122 there. We have 21 settlers' houses, so that could go up to... Yeah, actually 122 is the number that we can get. House food? 39, okay. So that looks stable at least. Let's give the positive balance a minute to give us 1,000 gold pieces so that we can actually build the iron mine. See you in a minute. And there we go. The iron mine is built. We do in theory have a second one over there, which we can tap into should the need arise. I'm not sure if there is... Yeah, there is a deep iron mine as well, which we need to unlock by advancing to either merchants or aristocrats. My memory is a bit hazy on that one, which of those two it is. And that would then be infinite. The small ones are finite resources, so we might have to keep an eye on, on when that happens. When this mine runs out of stuff. But for now, it's gonna be alright. How's food? Food went down just a bit, maybe a ton or two. In that whole time we've been waiting for the 1,000 gold pieces, so that looks stable for now. With 126 settlers. And Claude even went up, so this one weaver site is doing a tremendous job, even though it's working at half the efficiency, because it's only supplied by one sheep farm, rather than two, which it could do. Right, so the next step on the menu is to start satisfying the need for liquor by building a sugarcane farm, or a winery, not vinery, a winery, either that or a sugarcane plantation. I mean, it would be kind of idyllic if we could build a winery here, in that corner, while the settlement grows around it. And I just noticed it's a lot cheaper. Oh no, it's not cheaper. I thought it was cheaper, I don't know why, than the sugarcane plantation, so it doesn't actually matter which one we choose. However, in order to speed up this process, I'm just going to build a couple more houses first. Still happy? We could even, yeah, we could even raise taxes again for those people, and then we can't raise them for settlers because they're already maxed out on how many taxes they want to pay while still being happy. Liquor could solve this problem, so would tobacco and spices, but liquor I think is the easiest to produce for us at the moment. What's tobacco? Tobacco costs the same. 300 gold pieces, 35 for upkeep, so it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, it's even more expensive. It's 35 for upkeep, not 25. Right, so let's go for sugarcane. Yeah, sugarcane is the cheapest way to get to liquor. So let's... could squeeze it in here, but actually I'd prefer squeezing it over here into the open space. Before that, though, I need to build a dirt road to figure out where there is space for it. So here's the distillery then. Yeah, that looks good. Here's the space for distillery, and then here the sugarcane farm. That looks good. Alright, I'm gonna start building out the road straight ahead and then wait for the money to come. Right, so a quick update on that situation. I managed to build the road and set up the first cane fields. Because they're cheaper to build and set up than the farm itself. And it takes a while for them to grow into a state where the farm can actually do stuff with it. So it's better to get that going on early. Which I just did. It costs a bit of money. It's about, yeah, 5 gold per field. So this square meter here costs 5 gold piece to set up. The farm itself, of course, is just about as expensive as all those fields put together. But yeah, the time is the main factor here that it takes for those crops to grow. And there we go. Now, since we've already set up those fields, the sugarcane plantation can get to work straight away, which is nice. But also increases the need for a distillery, which takes another 200 gold pieces. 17 on the balance sheet, so that's good. How's food looking, by the way? 31, so it's going down, but it's going down slowly. We do have time until the next episode to do something about that. I just put that on the spreadsheet for the next episode to take care of that as soon as we can. But for now, let's just wait for the distillery to be set up, and then we can get the liquor going and we can make our people even happier than they already are. So we're closing in on 200, but in the meantime, what I've done, you might notice the supplies of building materials in the top left corner of the screen went down significantly. We were all maxed out before, and you might be wondering where that went. I didn't build anything, neither did the citizens, because they can't advance anymore. I put that all into the ship. Reason being, we will need to set up a second island soon for the spices, and for another, in the unlikely case that this iron mine does run out of stuff fairly soon, I want to make use of every single item and every single ton of tools that it can. and that's not possible when the island storage is already full. So I think this smelter can store 4 tons of raw iron, and the toolmaker can store 5 tons of tools before it stops working. But if we got some extra storage here on the ship, we can just make use of that and end up possibly with 100 or 150 tons of tools overall, rather than just run out of it and be in serious trouble. But first, let's build the distillery, wait for it to work and do its magic. Balance sheet is down to +2. That shouldn't be a problem though, because we can, in a bit of time, raise taxes on those guys, so that should even each other out. Food is going down even further, 22 tons, so we might need to build yet another fisher's hut. Let's get to work. He's probably gathering all the rum we've already had in the warehouse. Oh, the sugar in the warehouse, because it's 26 tons that this farm has produced while we were waiting to be able to build the distillery. And now we just need to wait for the marketplace to send a cart to get all the liquor. The first ton is already produced. The first 2 tons are produced. I suppose the next shopping cart is gonna go towards the distillery. Yeah, that's the case. And there's 2 tons of liquor waiting for our citizens. Yeah, there they are. And we can raise taxes every single penny counts, in our balance sheet's up to 86. That's nice. I wanna probably the distillery can be supported by 2 sugarcane farms. At least that's what I think. There's a good chance this sugar supply will go down in the warehouse because, yeah, it's already going down from 26 to 22. So building a second sugarcane plantation would be ideal. But either way, we need to build yet another warehouse or marketplace in order to unlock all this land over here. Which not only makes way for, or makes the space for another sugarcane plantation, but also for the tobacco plantation. And possibly a cattle farm, because as long as food does continue to go down, it seems to be stable for now, but yeah, I don't want to rely on that. We kind of need to be working towards that, towards making our inhabitants happy by adding more stuff, like tobacco and spices. First step on that path, however, is the marketplace for more stuff, for more space to add to those plantations. That's gonna take only a minute, because our balance sheet is massively in the green, plus 86. Yeah, see, in one moment we went up 15 gold pieces. So I'm not sure what unit that is, if that's gold pieces per minute or... It looks like it's per minute, judging by how fast the gold count is going up, but I don't know for sure if it is. I just want to build a road here, thank you very much. Is that enough space for a tobacco plantation? No, it's not. But this over here? Maybe even this would be. Well, the thing is we can also build a second sugarcane plantation up here. It's still in reach of the distillery, and then start the tobacco products. Down here, that's enough space for those. By the way, just a quick look, 20 on the products, and on the farm it's 35, so 55. That's still enough for our for our current tax income, tax revenue. Food does seem to have stabilized for now. At 23 tons. 22. Let's keep an eye on that though. And also keep an eye on the money for the tobacco plantation. Speaking of which, before we do that, let's do the old trick again. There. That's the second row. Let's get those growing first before we start even thinking about the plantation itself. So that's the fields. Need to make way for the road. And all we need to do is wait for the taxpayer to do his job. 300 gold pieces is the magic number, so I'll see you in a minute. And we're getting close now. And there's 300 again. It worked perfectly. Tobacco plantation can get to work straight away. Reaping that tobacco. It's gonna go straight into our supplies. Liquor is going up fast, cloth is going up slow, and food is going down very slow. I'm still concerned that it's going down, but it's going down slow enough for us to have enough time to fix that situation. Now, next issue is, of course, tobacco products, because raw tobacco doesn't quite cut it for our folks. They want the finished products. And in order to get those, we need to build another building which costs 200 gold to produce, or to set up. Which again is going to take a minute or two. There we go, 200. And the tobacco products are on the way. And still our balance sheet is in the green. Lovely. Are they already producing stuff? They got 4 tons of raw tobacco out of their storage already. Which went quite a bit faster than last time with the distillery.
The mineral deposits in the mountains are exhausted.
Yeah, that's a problem. Because we are no way near reaching that bit yet, nor to the deep ore mine. We can save a bit of money though, by stopping production on the iron mine, but the thing is, with that also the ore smelter and the tool maker will stop working fairly soon. I didn't quite expect this to happen so quickly. There's no good way to do this other than pause the production here and save a lot of money. Speaking of which, are you guys... Yes, you are satisfied with the tobacco products, which means now the next thing to do for us is to find an island with tobacco, and ideally also ores. No, not with tobacco, ideally spices, which grow only on southern islands, I believe, so this one might look good, or this one. This one's because the biggest island we can find. Or this one. If we set up here in this bay, and this is an iron deposit, then we can set up quite nicely.
Into the shroud.
So there's a significant chance this is an iron deposit. Or this. If the big one isn't, this slightly smaller one definitely is. I mean, we've had two on this large island, so the chance that there's at least one in this mountain range is fairly high. How's food going on? 60. Oh, it's going down. It is going down, and I don't like it. So let's see, what grows here? Would you kindly explore the island? Yes, please.
This island's resources have been determined.
Yes, spice 100%.
An ore deposit has been discovered.
And ore. Even nicer. So without further ado, two things. Let's go spices first, actually. Because they are arguably more important. They do take 300 gold, though. What doesn't take 300 gold is the fields. So let's get those started first, as usual. It's actually pretty easy to memorize. It's a 5x5 pattern with the 4 corner pieces cut out. Oh, and that's the first time I see the free trader with the Taisha swinging into port. Sadly, we don't have anything to sell here just yet. But we may have something to sell over here. I mean, what do we... What do we have? We produce loads of wood and bricks, so that's a good idea. Let's sell wood and bricks. If that's going to give us some extra money, I will take it gladly. There he comes. Let's see if he... I thought he was going to turn away for a second there. Oh yeah, he did buy. Oh, lovely. It barely made a dent in our supplies there. Like, we're almost fully stocked still. So, yeah, that's a nice bit of income. Spice plantation, please. Now what we can also do is to set up the forester here, so we can supply the iron and tools production on this island. We don't have the money for that quite yet. Let's pause this for a second. Tell Atlantis to go back to its home port. To Abemsberg. What's the other town called, by the way? Abmont. Abemsberg and Abmont. Interesting names for towns, I have to say. Wouldn't have chosen them myself. But everything to make sure these guys are happy. So the spice plantations, we had enough money for the spice plantation fast enough so that the fields still need to grow. That's a new one. I didn't buy this time. Can I build a warehouse too? No, it's too expensive for now. So the thing is, I want to set up a trade route with the Atlantis from Abmont, where it takes on spices, to Abemsberg, where it loads off spices. Simple, really. And go. Spice plantation, spice field. And there we go. There they start working. So now the spices are ready to go. It's not as far as it looks, to be honest. On the map, that gap seems a lot wider. We don't even have spices in this one yet. But we will. So how about your food supplies? It's still kind of stable. We can actually pause those two, because without iron, there's not really a point in keeping those up. You're going back empty, that's unfortunate, but here we go, the first card. First delivery of spices. I mean, we can just sell wood here, can't we? We do have it. Yeah, but you're not buying. Shame. 1 ton of spices. That's not going to be enough though. Not for long anyway. So, what have we achieved? We have achieved setting up a brick production, a tool production, even though that already collapsed within the same episode. So that's a bit of a mixed bag there. And we not only ascended to settlers, but we also managed to fulfill all of their material demands, such as liquor, tobacco, and spices, even though spices might take a while yet before they get fulfilled. There we go, first 2 tons are being delivered as we speak. And that means in the next episode we can focus on their structural needs. More to the point, building a tavern and a school, and most importantly, fixing the food supply, because that keeps dwindling and dwindling and I don't like it. But for now, let's just wait for the spices to be delivered and then see the effect that has on our population. Yeah, now they're all happy. There's almost 200 people in this town. Next episode, I think we can make that 200 and a bit. Because then we will take care of the tavern and the school and the food. And set this town up for further success. Until then, however, till the next episode, I do, for one thing, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the episodes and the more relaxed style of play. And of course, subscribe to catch all the future episodes in which we will basically fill up this island with more houses, more production chains, and everything that we need to set this town up for success. Until then, have a good one, enjoy playing, or enjoy watching games, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.